Dang, her glove. Oh my gosh. Doing some yoga. Hi, my name is Jordan Orme. I'm a professional music video editor for artists like these guys. Just sit back, grab a little popcorn, and we'll watch Le SSERAFIM from a video editor's perspective. The last time I did a Le SSERAFIM video, I was also in a hotel room. And I didn't film enough videos before I left, so here I am. Full disclosure, I've been busy. I didn't really study up on this video the way I normally do. Lots of times I like to put in hours of research. We're just going in blind. All right, we got some conflict in the story. There's a meteorite headed to Earth. Oh, they're outside of their own store. What is that? Is that a potato, a pear? It's funny because there was a meteorite and they decided to do a little match coat. That was very nice. It was a funny joke. I don't know if that's in the song or not. Record scratches are like the cheesiest, cheapest thing you can do in audio when you're telling a joke. So usually I don't recommend it, but maybe it's part of the song and they decided to turn it into a joke. She looks up like it literally fell from the sky. Nice. Ooh! I remember I did a Nike commercial and they had just a set where there was random colorful cloths. Anything that creates sound, you can turn that into fast cuts and add like a sound effect. It's so cool. And just that camera movement going from right to left. That is why that shot feels so smooth, is because the camera starts moving from right to left right here as they're doing their little wave with the choreography, and then we maintain the same camera movement. It's the same velocity and the same motion. We're kind of doing like a tracking, rotating shot. It works really well. Super smooth. Okay, so people are freaking out because the world's ending, and they just don't even freaking care. I love this concept. People are on fire? The world is rioting. Well placed with the lyrics. Pour out more gasoline on fire. And what do we cut to? A person on fire. Kind of terrifying, but also we get the point. The pre-chorus is such a great time to cut to slow motion shots, because what happens after the pre-chorus, class? That's right, the chorus. Usually the chorus you want really quick cuts and have fast-paced looking footage. To contrast that, we need some slow footage right before it. And that's why we did these slow motion shots in the pre-chorus. It's really great. Them getting all geared up and ready. Ooh! Little VHS footage. So much energy, I love it. Ha! Yes. I'm just laughing that the editor did this. You see how the camera's moving the position a little bit right during the hip shaking part? It makes it seem that they were shaking their hips so hard that the camera operator was like, you know, he couldn't even contain the awesomeness that was happening in this low angle shot. Ooh! That part is sick. It's one of the best shots of the video. What is with match cutting things falling from the sky? What was falling? Okay, we have a bag of cords and then we plug it in. Maybe they're just like, you know, putting their music on speakers or something. It's a nice match cut though. This song is fire. Ha! That shot, bruh. I don't have to say anything other than that is fire. Even there, the editor decided to adjust the position and add very subtle zooms on each one of the rounds. So they do kind of 2 circles with their hips, and there's a zoom for each circle. You will never unsee this in K-pop videos. There's always little tiny camera readjustments in post to emphasize the dancing. You feel those like 2 little zooms? That's what we do, baby. Ooh! I like using that random shot. Even if the camera's just like panning, doing like the dude forgot that he was filming. Use that. That's great footage to use to create energy, especially in music videos. They really let that editor turn up the volume on that explosion. Usually when you're editing and you're adding sound effects, nothing overpowers the music. And that was a rare moment. I guess they just really wanted it to feel that impactful. I don't quite understand this gaming scene. I need to look into it a little bit more. Doesn't quite fit in with the rest of the story. Like that the world is ending. Ooh! Oh. Do you guys know what this is? Because if you said, it's a plaque, Jordan, well then you're right, it is a plaque. This is from Established Titles. This plaque represents my ownership of a square foot of land in Scotland. It's a fun and novel way to help preserve the woodlands of Scotland while helping global reforestation efforts. When you buy a title pack, you're actually buying a square foot of land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland. And then you'll get this plaque that we've been talking about with your name and that code to tell you where your land is. Oh, frick. My favorite part about Established Titles is that they're helping make the planet greener. They work with charities like One Tree Planted and Trees of the Future to help with global reforestation efforts because we love the earth. It is our planet. And not only do you have to love the earth, you can love being a lord or a lady. You can put that on your plane tickets, your credit card, even your mail. And as a bonus, the first 200 people that click the link in the description will have their land right next to my land. Oh, and if you're like me and you always forget people's gifts, this. It's good. It's a good one. Established Titles is having an insane Black Friday sale, and if you use the code Jordan, you'll get an extra 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/Jordan to get your gifts now and help save a tree or two. Oh. That statue isn't anti-fragile. It broke. Okay, we got a bunch of match cuts right here on the same hip movement. I don't love it because you can't really tell that they're changing because they're silhouettes, so they're not very recognizable in the first place. I don't love this, but it's an interesting idea. It matches the anti-TTT part of the song. Okay, now we're back to the main story. Why is she smiling, bro? I like that performance because she knows that like, oh, there's a meteor coming, frick. Oh, I just remembered. I'm anti-fragile. She doesn't care. But look at this crazy yoga VFX shot. Holy frick. They had this shot in their heads, knew what was gonna happen, so they just did a push-in shot with her out of focus and then made her in focus. And they did it out of focus so they could make sure that the VFX rocks were in focus. They're like just doing random sound effects at certain times. Like it definitely helps, but I feel like there needed to be sound throughout the entire music video so that we could really feel like we're inside of the world instead of these random effects. Like we have an explosion and then all of a sudden a car sound. Oh, it's back. The symbolism is pretty simple. The statue broke earlier, but then an anti-fragile human picks it back up. Like it's just a representation of who they are. Nice. Okay, it's broken now. I see it. Armageddon has started. Dude, their dancing is so good in this video. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Those camera whips. I don't know what this image is. I don't know what this image is, but you just cut them together really quick. Quick cuts make you look like such a good editor, so that's why I like to put them in. I'm just kidding. But when I was early on editing music videos, I loved to do that. Just because, you know, fast cuts are fun. I should tweet that too. Frick. Ooh! Dude, I love this energy! So, oh frick. Ha! I get it. I get it. That's clever.